Yo, it's your boy Matrix back with another crazy episode of customer service where the customer is not always right. And to my special guest today is no other than myself. Yeah, check it out, man. When I went into a couple of episodes of Exclusive Sports, one of them episodes, I think the last interview I did, I spoke on when I used to Uber. And because I went on Uber again, I used to do it full time. And one of my friends listened to the episode and said, "Hey, man, didn't you used to Uber like full time? Like you used to put in like 30, 40 hours a week?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yo, you got to do an episode on that, man. I know you got some crazy stories." Because I told him wanted to. I said, "You know what? Damn, you right. You right. That's my bad. That's my bad. I never tipped on that. Let me slide up on it. I got to give him some of that, man." So at like 7, 8 years ago, y'all, I used to Uber full time. I was definitely doing 30 to 40 hours a week easily. I would go out like all Friday night, stay out till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning Friday night. Do it, mostly Saturday, maybe like 5 p.m. and like 1 to 2 Saturday, couple hours Sunday, in and out, during the week when I can. So yeah, I had some crazy stories. I remember I picked up these young boys, and I didn't know, but the kid that got in the front seat, passenger, it was actually him, the one that got the Uber. So I get him in, I'm driving, I only like a block or two away. I'm like, hey, what the hell? I turn around, the guy in the back seat smoking a cigar. Now I want you to imagine any crime mob boss movie with the big dog is just sitting there with a cigar, like he's smoking, like we in his fucking car. I'm like, yo, dude, what is you doing? Put that out. And he's still just smoking and puffing, like nigga, I kill you. Like he has no worries in the world. And I can't tell if he drunk or high because it's dark, so I can't see his face or his eyes. He's not reacting. I can't tell if he drunk because he don't say anything. And his friends get on him. Yo, let's just say his name's Howie or whatever. Get what the hell you doing, man? Put it out. They yell at him. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this? He's just sitting there puffing like I wish a motherfucker would. So they got him to put it out. We get to the end of the trip. They get out the car. And something just told me to check. I pull off and I said, hold on. I stop, hit the back light so I can see. Do you know this motherfucker put the cigar out on my seat? I'm done. This was a new Camry. This was like a 2016 Camry. I had just got, like, I promise you, the car just came off a lease. It had one person or like, I don't even think that car had 10,000 miles on it. It was fresh off lease, one owner, one previous owner, and it was like a 2016 or 17. I can't remember. I said, this mother sucker put it out on the seat. So, of course, I take a picture, sends it to Uber. That ride cost that dude like $350. It might have been $250. I think $250 for that. I was like, see, that's what your dumb ass get. But these are the type of stories you get. I can't imagine some of the other stories some of you other guys have if you Uber. But oh yeah, it gets crazy. It gets wild. I've had people throw up in my backseat. I remember this lady, I picked her up in Center City, Philadelphia. And she gets in with this big, big, beautiful white dog. She's like, I get in, let her get in, no problem. And if I'm correct, this is the same car. So the whole guts is all black. She gets in with this pretty white dog. She literally lived like 2 blocks away. Like the Uber ride was like $7. You know what I mean? And that's only because of traffic. She lives like 2 or 3 blocks away. Older white woman. The dog was probably like, kids are probably grown and everything. So it's probably like a buddy, a best friend. Beautiful white dog though. And she gets out of the car, and I don't notice until I stop. First of all, the dog is shedding like he got cancer. Like the hair is just coming off this dog like it's dying. So my entire back seat, I'm talking about everything, is full of white hair and drool. And like it was disgusting what this dog did to the backseat of my car in only 2 minutes. And what blew my mind is I can't imagine what a house looked like. Because I'm like, if he did this to my backseat in only a handful of minutes of sitting in my car, and you sat back there and allowed it and got out of my car and didn't see anything wrong with this, what does your house look like? Let me show you. I know y'all thinking like, it couldn't have been that bad. Let me show you how bad it was. Again, I took a picture. Click, click. You know what Uber charged her? I think like $150. So I can get the car detail. I think they charge like $150. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You and Fido, you're going down. Okay, miss? You're going down. I don't care how cute the big fluffy white dog. He was cute. Okay. But he my back seat all the hell up. Okay? Yeah, charge it to the game. Okay? You and Fido. Can't believe it. Oh yeah. It gets crazy. I remember this one young lady, right? So I get in. I'm saying I get in. I pull up to pick up these young ladies. And the young lady is walking in front of the car. She looked at me dead in my eyes and she said, I'm getting in the front. She was cute. She got in, young buck too. And she get in, she started talking to me, she started flirting with me. And once she got in, I looked at her. What made it weird was she like looked like my little cousin. So it was just like, oh, this is weird. Um, I was just like, yeah, no. Like about the same age and everything. I was like, yeah, this is not, you know. But what threw me is she like out of nowhere, she was just like, what's your body count? I said, what? She said, what's your body count? Mine 30. She said 30 something. I'm like, she was just 21. I'm like, at 21, you already had 30 bodies? I passed. Yeah, damn. Like you might as well just go and do porn. She literally was like, what's your body count? She said 30 something was hers. Like 36 or something. I was like you proud of that number? You a professional whore. Okay. Like, what? Like, what is, okay. I felt, you know what, pineapples, you're doing too much, miss. There's no way your body count should be that high at that age. Like, think about it. If she's 21, she probably lost her virginity at 17. I'm just making up a number. How do you smash 30 something people that quick? Who was you? You was giving out samples? Who was it? Like, how? Who was you sleeping with? How many was you sleeping with? Like, it, never mind. Fast forward. So now it's another evening. Same situation. I'm picking some young ladies up. I forgot where they was coming from, bar, club, whatever. And the same thing, this other young lady, she like, I'm getting in the front seat, but she give me whole eye contact. So they get in the car, me and her start talking, flirting or whatever. I get in their destination. We exchange numbers, right? This chick name was India, but I'm gonna show you how hood she was. Everyone knows, have heard of India. She spells her name. This is how you can tell her parents met in rehab. Her name was spelled Endia. They spelled end and put IA on the end of that motherfucker. India. I have a little cousin named India. Nobody spells it that fucking way. I've never met a person who spelled India, the name India, that way. Her parents definitely met in rehab. Now, as the story goes on, you're gonna be able to find out why I know her parents met in rehab. So thick chick, she used to strip, nice figure. She's nice looking. Hood as shit though. I remember she told me she had a she's like she had her own apartment. Come to find out, she was just staying in her girlfriend's basement. I was like, oh god. It was crazy. I remember at the time, this when the iPhone 8 was new. She had an iPhone 8. I had an iPhone 5. She was teasing me for having an old iPhone, but she lived in someone's basement. I was like, miss, you got to get your life together. She had some good yams, though. I won't lie. Yams was nice. The yams was jamming. Well, make a long story short, one day I had a girl from my car, and I got out to like get gas or get something. This 100% me, players. I fucked up. Because when I went to reach, I was like, shit, I left my wallet in the console, and I knew it. So me and her got into an argument like 2 weeks later and just never talked again. The next day, it was like $130 of miscellaneous stupid ass charges on my card. I'm talking about dumb shit. A pizza shop off the boulevard, off Roosevelt Boulevard, Metro PCS, like phone case or screensaver. It was like stupid shit. I'm like, you took my credit card or debit card information and bought stupid shit like that? Yeah. Yeah. I was like, that's how I knew it was her. Because it was like, only a hood rat would buy hood rat shit with my credit card or whichever card she took. Like, that was the dumbest shit. Like, you went and bought a Stromboli from the corner store. That's what you did with my credit card. Let me cancel this thing. You got the dumbest mother. Yeah. But that's how I know her parents, they definitely met in rehab. Definitely. I have another story similar to that. So I'm doing Uber, right? It's late. I remember, I think it was a Friday night. So it's like 2:30. If y'all from Philly, y'all remember it used to be TGI Fridays in the Parkway. So I'm like, you know what? This is my last ride. It goes off I pick this young lady up. She gets in the car. I don't realize that it's a Uber. What is it called? Where like they can split it. You can pick multiple people up. I don't even remember what that's called. Share. So it goes off again. I'm like, what? I didn't know that that's what it ride. I'm like, all right. I circle the block, pick this young lady up. She comes out of TGI Friday, get in and sit down. So she get in, she look at me and go, you the driver? I said, yeah. She turned around and looked at the girl in the back. Now they both young. The girl in the back just started blushing and laughing. She like, no, really, you're the Uber driver? I said, yeah. She said, is this your last ride for the night? I said, yeah. She said, you ain't got to take me home. I'm going with you. Say less. Yeah. I clapped them cheeks in my car outside of her parents' spot. Yep. I know what y'all thinking. What type of, hey, she got in my car and asked for a tip. That would have been rude of me not to. I was just looking out. You know what I mean? That's all I was. Don't judge me because y'all judging me, okay? Don't judge me, okay? If y'all think I'm the only Uber ride driver clapping cheeks, you out of your goddamn mind. Well, some of them dudes be old and weird looking. I noticed that too. Like a lot of times when women would get in my car, they would just be like, "Oh my god, thank you," and I'm like, "What? Damn, why you say it like that?" And I'm like, "Dude, a lot of the Uber drivers be like these old guys or these foreign guys, and I'm trying to get to my destination. Nobody wants your old ass. They be trying to flirt with you, and you're like, Miss, you 80, and you're like, Sir, you 80. Ain't nobody about to give you like get worms. Like girls done told me all types of crazy stories like that. I'm like, wow, okay, that's. I guess that could be weird. Okay, I did have an old lady one time. Her and a girlfriend. They was older, and I dropped them off. The two different apartment complexes, and the second one I dropped off. I just like she was so tipsy. I like got her in up the steps and like into her apartment. Like yo, I opened the door and that was it. And she was like, "Oh, thank you," trying to give me a hug. But when she went to give me the hug, she was definitely not trying to let go and went to kiss me on my neck. Hey, ma'am, okay, I will knock dust out your ass if you don't stop it, miss. Stop it, okay? Stop it. Okay, you look like a retirement home. Stop it. You look like if a retirement home had a mascot, you would be it. Ma'am, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop it. I know what you're doing. Don't do that. I remember that night. That was crazy. That was great. Her and her girlfriend was tipsy. They was having a funny conversation. But like I told y'all, oh yeah, the Uber rides get wild. If y'all know anybody that Uber, ask them. Well, I don't know if they have as wild as rides as I do, because some people be kind of corny. But I be having fun. I was talking to people, interacting, laughing, joking. Um, that's just what I remember. I picked this guy up. The bar closed. I think he was like a bartender, so he worked at the bar. Whoever the young lady was, again, I don't know if she worked at the bar or just come to the bar, but pretty much they was going back to his spot. And they were flirting and talking in the backseat of the car and letting it be known that they about to go, get it down. I can't remember um like the details of the conversation. I'm mad I can't remember this, but I remember um them both saying something. And I kind of chimed in with something, and then he goes, "Oh, now here you go. We don't need you coming around." Like that the saying is that black guys have bigger penises than white guys. So like he's definitely about to go and tap this up. And I forgot what they were saying sexually and kind of like threw me into it. And I said something. I was just like, I'm kind of like trying to stay out of it or whatever. And I said something, and then he was just like, "Oh, man, we ain't have you coming here. You gonna come here swinging all big." Like he was, insinuating that I was gonna show up with a bigger penis than he did. But the conversation was just stupid, weird, and crazy. I was just like, "No, I'm staying neutral in this, homie. I do not tagging me in. I don't want no parts of whatever y'all about to do. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm good, homie. I don't want no trouble." But they was tipsy and drunk. It was funny. I remember that night was very entertaining. I dropped him off. Hopefully he had a ball. I think I said I think he was a waiter, so hopefully he got a good tip. You know what I'm talking about? So what, yo? So what? You ain't gotta laugh. I laughed. Shut your mouth, okay? Just like I said, man. The Uber rides is always crazy, always wild. You never know what's gonna happen. I've seen the husband, I don't know if they was married, but boyfriend and girlfriend in the back seat arguing. I think the girl was trying to say like he was flirting with the waiter or something. They was arguing over something, but kept trying to put me in. What do you think? What don't you? Don't put me in nothing. I'm not taking sides. I don't want nothing. I can't remember what they were actually arguing about, like what he did. But when people start arguing, and if you had a couple of drinks that night, everything started to come out. So they taking all types of shots, Eddie. They bringing them other stuff. Your baby mom still is. You be calling your ex at what? Well, I'm like, oh, what is going on? Okay, why your ex boyfriend still be texting you? And your cousin told me, whoa, her cousin ratted on her. Your cousin telling your boyfriend that your ex still be texting? Okay, this is about to get deep in this backseat. Like, this is, should I pull over or what's going on? Like, I done seen a whole joint. I'm like, wow. What's one of the craziest stories I seen? One day I pull up Center City, Philadelphia, and I turn out, look, beautiful Asian girl, gorgeous, with this white guy that's just like, look like straight, like, remember the old TV show Wonder Years? The guy, I think his name was Paul. He was like the next door neighbor. Dude looked like him, and this girl was gorgeous. I said, something wrong here. They walk over. She get in the car. So they pulling off the Uber he paid for. And she just started talking to me. In my mind, I'm just calculating, like, ain't no way in hell this nigga pulled her. So she started talking to me. And she says pretty much like, dude got money. Like, his family is rich. He's like very smart. She was like, yeah, like, he parked right over here in that garage. She's like, he's about to go get in like a $200,000 car. The dude as he was putting her in my car, he was saying something about a trip or letting him know or something. And she was like, yeah, what he was talking about was, I can't remember where, but somewhere in the other side of the world, his family was going and they were going to be there for like almost a month. And so like just him taking her would have cost like $20,000 and that was nothing. And he was asking her to go with him. And she was just saying how she didn't really want to go. I'm like, this dude got a $200,000 car parked upstairs and trying to take you on a $30,000 trip or $20,000 trip. And you saying no, like you have, 20 other options like him. I'm like, wow. So she just was kept talking or whatever. Like, no, he's just whatever. She could tell she wasn't into him. So then she get a call and she texted him or whatever. And she was like, and she pulled money out of her wallet and gave me like 20, 30. I said, can you cancel that and take me somewhere else? I'm like, sure. So I closed that ride out and it took us somewhere else. So it's another club in Philadelphia, but it was really like 10 minutes away. And so I take her there and she's just waiting. And she's like, no, I'll pay you. Like, so remember, the guy who likes her clearly got money. But she's paid me to cancel that ride and take it to another destination cash. And then while I'm pulled up in front of this club, she's paying me she gave me more money, just stay here. And I don't know what she's waiting for. Next thing I know, 3 boys pull up, get out of the car. And you have, I don't know how to say this, like it was 3 white boys. They young, of course they were all young. They're like 22, 23. They got out the car. And it's like, you can tell these kids like listen to hip hop because they dress black, they swagger, everything was about them. But I'm like, you turn down this rich boy to come date. Like I can tell that the guys that just got a car, they don't come from the money he come from. And I'm like, I get it, dude might be a square or a nerd or whatever, but you turned him down to come date with this dude. Like this dude didn't pay for your Uber. Like I'm sitting there like these guys trying to pretend they from the hood. I'm like, you turn down somebody that's rich, and you know what? Never mind, man. That's you do what you want to do with your life. That's up to you. Because what? We was having a conversation. That's what I remember how it was set up was. We was having a conversation. I forgot how we was talking about what she liked and what she enjoyed because she didn't like the other guy. And come to find out what it was, she was like, because she was some type of Asian. I can't remember what. And however it came out, she was like, I like white guys. And that's what happened is like, well, what type of guys do you like? Because she was asking me questions like, well, why guys this or that, whatever. And then that's when the dudes pulled up and she's like, oh, I like white guys. And I'm like, oh, okay, now that makes sense. I see. She only dates white guys. She said that's what it was. I'm like, okay. I'm not mad that you only like white guys. I'm mad that you picked the bum one over the one with a bright fucking future. Fuck your skin. You know what? But to each their own. Do what you're gonna do the way you're gonna do it. But you learn a lot in these Uber rides, man. You learn when you driving, you learn a lot, man. Like I said, I didn't heard arguments, fights, they on the phone, who you cheating with, when I get there, what I'm gonna do. I done heard all types of stuff, man. I gotta remember some more of these stories from back when I used to do the rides, because all my crazy stories are from like 8 years ago when I used to Uber. Like recently, I just started doing it here and there. So I haven't had any really crazy rides. I had like one I think I told you about. But when I remember some of the other rides, I got y'all. Trust me, I do. As soon as I remember them, y'all. Like I said, it's been some years. All right. Trust me, I'll be back with some more. I want y'all to stay up. Remember, new episode every Monday. All right. Don't forget to tip your waiter. I'm out. Check, please.